bit of World of Warcraft Classic. I don't have that long to play today, but I have been saying that I'm going to be playing, so I figured I'd go ahead and do that. This is my character Remington. She is an undead mage. Say, in the original World of Warcraft vanilla, I had a mage. That was my main. Originally, I was like, oh, I'm going to do something different, right? And I was like, oh, I'll try a rogue. I love playing my rogue in D&D. I tried playing a rogue, and it was so hard. I just was like, not for me. And I quit, and I went to my mage. She is currently level 18. Not really sure what I'm going to do today. Have about a half hour, and let's just do some shit. So, I had been questing a lot in Shadowfell and the Silverfine Forest and stuff, but things are getting a little bit towards the yellow and red for me, which means it's going to be really hard for me to do by myself. Like, all these are in SFK, which is a dungeon, so I need a group for that. Silverpine Forest, these were actually elite quests, and I kept dying. So I am going to do the easy thing and go over to the Barrens and quest. I picked up some quests already, and I'm going to go over there. Let me clear out my bags a little bit. I've been trying to level up my skills a little bit. Cooking 123, first aid 50, fishing 135. I've been doing fishing the most. Currently, for my professions, I have tailoring and enchanting. Good old standard things. My enchanting shit, but my tailoring is getting pretty good. I can make baby bags. Baby bags, baby bags. Okay. I am going to head for the Zeppelin. Let me repair my ship first.
Hello.
Hello. I am running a couple of mods because I couldn't handle it without it. What am I doing? Let's see. Yes. Currently. I'd rather have the intellect. I don't need strength though. Yeah, I'll switch him. I will disenchant that. So I have standard things, like I have Questy to help me figure out quest locations. I have map mods. I have Disenchanter. I have stuff to move my buttons around. Nothing too crazy. I do like big wigs and stuff for when I go into instances, but I haven't been in there yet because I've just restarted. It's a lot harder in Classic to get groups together, so I am leveling with a couple people. They're just not on right now. I have a priest that I'm leveling with them though, so when we get of level, we'll go in and do some instances together. Alright. Oh, why did I do that? Ooh, a clam. One moment.
Trust no one.
Am I gonna get a pearl? Nope, clam meat. That's okay, because I'll use that for cooking. Spirit scroll, I don't really care. Put that on my bar. Save all these fish, because I was just fishing before I came back. I know, really interesting stuff. I'm sure everyone wants to watch me empty my bags, make food, go on the Zeppelin. Okay, now let's get the hell out of here. This is my first time playing on my new computer, which makes me very excited, but it's also huge, so if my eyes get really big, it's because my eyes are burning. Woo! Alright, so let's see. I'm gonna say, the first time I played World of Warcraft, Wrong direction. My sister convinced me to play, and she played for quite a while before I did. It was still vanilla, it was still classic though. She's like, if you come on, you know, I'll take you places, I'll help you level up. I'm like, okay. So I start, and I'm a level 1, and when you're undead, you wake up in a graveyard. She's like, don't do any of that stuff there. Come with me. I'll take you somewhere and I'll kill lots of stuff. I'll level you up. She was also a mage. I'm like, cool. So in Tristful Glades, there's this place where you go and collect pumpkins and kill farmers. And she brought me to the middle of the field, and then she just left me there. And I would just remember dying over and over and over. It was this place right here. Dying over and over and over again, just trying to leave. And she just, like, laughed. Like, so cruel, but I was like, alright, I'm never playing with you again. Now I go there and it's just so easy. It's probably laughable, you know what I mean? Considering how high of a level she was then. But I've done a lot since then. Say, I reached level 60 just when Burning Crusades came out. So it was like, finally, I'm top tier. I can do stuff. And they're like, nah, now you have to be 70 to do stuff. I'm like, great. But I did level up to 70, and I raided BC for a while, and that was pretty good. And, you know, on and off I came back for, you know, Wrath, and I was here for the Panda Crusades, you know. But I hadn't played in a really long time, and unfortunately my computer couldn't play retail for a really long time, so I went to my cousin to get my computer fixed, and I just have, you know, a shitty laptop or whatever, and he's like, I'll look at it while I have this, why don't you take, you know, this spare that I have? And I'm like, cool. And I was able to play WoW Classic, so that's why it's the first time I've been on there in a very long time. So, ta-da! So this is very, very nostalgic for me. It's so funny because, you know, as you play with retail, slowly by, like, little by little, you know, things roll out. So it's easy to remember, easy to get things. Like, we didn't have any of these quest helpers. We didn't have any kind of, like, coordinates. We didn't have group finders. We didn't have any of those things. And a lot of the mobs that you see now in the starting areas, I remember them specifically being red and it being really hard to do. And then leveling up, people come in and they're all yellow now, and it's so laughably easy, and it just makes me laugh. But I guess that's good for me. Even though they've rolled back to Classic, where it's supposed to be very similar, they still haven't put it from, like, ground zero. You know what I mean? So there are some things that, like, they kept and rolled over, probably because they made a lot of sense. Like, for players, having things be red when you're level 1 or 2 is really hard. So that makes sense that they would nerf those, you know? So, alright. I have no idea if my mic is actually close enough to my mouth. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Can you hear me? I think so. Right. So we're going to head on over to Ogremar. And let's see, what quests do we have? We have access the control console to the venture site. Oh, I remember. Okay. I got a bunch of quests for for Ratchet. because we were leveling up my priest over there and I didn't want to double up on quests. And I rarely go to Ratchet because, of course, that leads to STV, Stragglethorn Vale. And that used to be like a crazy kill zone. But of course, everything's not going to be the same. Um, I have all my original characters on Illidan, which was one of the top servers back in the day. It's still very high population now. And of course, that was a PvP server. And when I first started, I had no idea what that meant, you know? But my sister was on it, and I was like, all right, I'll go too. And, wow. So many deaths. So many deaths. I remember just being in Terran Mill and people just camping my body over and over again, and just like random level 60s coming around and just like killing tiny baby villagers, killing all our NPCs so that we couldn't do anything. So this time I am on a normal server, but it's just role playing, you know? Let's see. Oh, didn't remember having my sound on. I don't want to get copyright because of the music. Oh, that's because I am not playing on my laptop. That's why. Ooh, I gotta make sure all my keys are the same then. Let's see. Graphics. I've never played anything on top stuff in my life. It's fine. Sound effects. Let's put that lower. Music is a negative. Alright. Looks good. Voice chat is no thank you. Interface. Auto loot. Definitely. Open loot window at mouse. I don't know if I want that. Full in combat. No. Let's see. No thank you. Definitely instant quest text for sure. Okay, social, no profanity filter, that's good. Okay. Nice, action bars. Alright, I think everything else is pretty much the same, so we should be good to go. Alright. Just making sure. Alright. Alright. Okay. Add-ons should be all good. Yep. Alright. Let's get the fuck out of here. Alright, we need to go to Ratchet. Biggity bam. Let's see. So, we're gonna go over to catch our griffin or whatever they call it now. I want to say that out of all the cities on WoW Classic, at least, I think one of the least confusing cities has got to be Thunder Bluff, and then probably Undercity, and then Orgrimmar. I think Orgrimmar is pretty confusing. There's lots of different levels, and it's easy, like, if you try to go on the map, you try to go a certain way, it can be very confusing because if you're not on the right level, you're following the flags. You know, you could easily go the wrong way. And it's been a long time since I'd been here. Oh, why thank you, Priesty. I appreciate it. Here, have a buff. Okay. Well, there's a lot of people on tonight, considering it's a Tuesday at 10 o'clock. Oh, there must be a raid about to go on. Gotcha. That makes a lot of sense. Like a world battle. What? Trying to auto run and do this at the same time, not the best. Okay.
Strength and honor.
Strength and honor. Ratchet
Go
it is.
with honor.
Go with honor. And I say, one of the things I have to get used to again is there aren't as many places to catch the bat handler, man. I'm gonna say I forgot that they put a lot more in as like it progressed in retail, and of course we're in classic again, so it's very confusing. What is this? Oh, a troll hunter. Can't do that on a bat. Okay. I'm gonna say back in the day when this was still vanilla, one of the funnest places to go was the Barrens because the chat was just like off the wall. And by off the wall, I mean like completely obnoxious, of course. So you'd have the Barrens chat, and we would just be here questing all the time. And the amount of Chuck Norris jokes, and Chuck Norris was pretty old back then too. And it was funny to come back here, and it seemed like nothing had changed. But I guess a lot of the classic players are probably people who are just doing this for the nostalgia, or I guess newer players that want to see what it was like, you know, before Cataclysm. But it's funny how some things are just brought back. I've heard that classic is a lot more sociable games, I guess just because things aren't as easy as far as, ooh, I got that War Chief's Blessing. Things like getting parties together just weren't as easy, and you'd have to talk to people, and you'd be a lot of hanging out just near instances and stuff, trying to get people to group, you know? It was very hard to do, you know, standard 5 groups, let alone, you know, 10, 15, 25, you know, and up. And I don't want to say I didn't play retail enough to really get those benefits of having. I did. I think I just forgot about it because I hadn't played in such a long time. You know, when I find that I play a lot more when there's people around, just because it's more fun to experience things with people, you know? I like to come on here and say hi, and, you know, I used to be in a really cool guild, and we were just very sociable. Oop, why is my map so high? Hello? Hello? Yeah. I don't know why it's showing me things for someone else. That's okay. Okay. So, I'm not getting these quests, but I do need lion's tusks, and I need plain strider kidneys. Ugh. Right, well, while I'm here, let me go hand this in. I do need to buff myself though. Let's say eventually these will lead to
Keep it quick, kid.
STV
I ain't got all
quests,
day.
I think. for 2 more quests. Is that why I didn't pick some up? Probably. Hello, sir.
Interesting.
Oh, they're Wailing Caverns quests.
Hurry back.
Wailing Caverns is one of the first baby, one of the first baby instances that you can do. And I didn't want to have to find a group for it. So I was like, no thanks. Let's see. Okay. So, first order of business. Let's go fuck up some plane striders. Need that. There's probably a lot more on the other side. Yes, there are. And I gotta kill some raptors. So it's amazing how much you forget. I think it was like, what, 40 when you got your mount before? Like in vanilla? And then they lowered it down so you could get it, like, what, 10, 20, something like that. And they were like 10 gold. And now they've, you know, gone back to 40 and being 100 gold. I've never remembered how much walking I did. And it drives me crazy. I loved being a mage because we always had the ability, like, blink got you a little bit faster, and then we were able to port ourselves to the cities, which saves so much time because waiting for the zeppelins are a pain in the ass. And then eventually we had group ports. Oh, why hello. Alright, I gotta get back into my groove. I have chosen to be a frost mage. Now, originally when I played, I was an arcane mage, and then I was raiding a fire mage. I used to love being arcane, but then they were like, no, you need to change it when I started raiding, so I had to respec. And back then it wasn't easy to respec, like you couldn't switch it all. So that's what I was. And then I found out much later that apparently it's much easier if you level as an ice mage, because you would get your, you know, little ice baby. I don't even know when that happens, or if that still happens, because I never played it as ice mage. But I can see why people would be like that, because it's hard to quest alone. It really is. If you're lucky, you can find a good group of people that are willing to help you. This one looks like a roamer. Oh, hello. You can stay the fuck away from me. Something that's nice is having that crowd control option when you're a mage, so that you can back up. You would think that every line would have a paw. 4 of them, but I guess not. Mages, we always call them glass cannons, you know, because they're really powerful, but they die so easily, you know. They can't take a lot. Not gonna... Oh. I was gonna say I don't want to waste my mana. How dare you resist me, motherfucker. Right. hello, Raptor. Would you like to die? Oh, I used that for no reason. Dumb. Save right now, actually. Let's see. Oh, this one's nice. This one gives me mana regen. That's nice. I had one on my priest when I was leveling with some of my friends, and it was my mace was doing like 20 damage each, and all my spells were like 5 because I had the War Chief's Blessing. So, obviously, I decided to just go around that day
It's too far away.
and hit everything with my staff. I was a melee mage. Bam. I'm sorry, I will definitely make a lot of my own sound effects because that's just who I am as a person. Let's see. Do I have any more quests around here? Probably not. Aha. So I'm probably just going to do one quest tonight just because it is so late and I do have to work tomorrow. It's kind of fun to see what everyone's kind of strategies are and how they fight. Yas. Herb. Oh, I do need kidneys. Say some of these drop rates are ridiculous. Let me tell you.
I don't have a target.
Say at least if you have, you know, some skinning, you could be getting some good money while you're questing. But unfortunately, I'm not. Because mama needs bags. I was very fortunate on the first day that I rejoined to meet a very nice person who was named Sparta. And we quested on his alt, and he had extra bags, and he's like, I'm gonna go make some, and if I trade them to you and you give them to my alt, I'll give you some. And I was like, that's amazing. And I played with him for a couple hours, and was very happy because when you're low level, bag space is probably one of the biggest hassles, is constantly having to run back and empty your bags. And it's funny because we were playing together the whole night, and my name on here is Remington, which is the same one as one of my Dungeons and Dragons characters, who's also female. And I guess he thought I was a guy an entire time, which is fine. But since the first day we played together, I've not seen him again. And I guess it's just nice to still see people are nice. Dang. Heck yeah. 19. I think when I get, is it level 20? Then
I'm out of range.
I might be able to get my first port to the Undercity. I could be wrong. It might be 30 when I get that. Alright, I have to be careful around here about using my crowd control because I could hit a lot of the yellow. monsters and get fucked up very easily. I'll have to say that I'm very happy with my new computer. I was lucky enough to have my cousin help me build it. I know very little about computers, and luckily he knows quite a bit. So it was nice to have someone who actually knows how to do things set up my computer for me. My friend Andy, who was on Discord with me, unfortunately he's gone now, helped me. What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? Oh, it's a little kid. You know, that's something I also don't remember. Is originally the models not actually being small. Like, now when you actually go up and stand besides, like an orc or... God, I'm having a brain fart. I can't remember. But anyways, the taller races, they are actually taller than you. Whereas before, I always felt like their models were very similar. And I don't know if I'm just misremembering, or maybe I just always had really shitty computers and I couldn't tell because the graphics were so low. But it's kind of cool seeing the models actually match what you expect them to be, you know? When I first started playing World of Warcraft, I actually played on dial-up. Can you imagine? And that was just all we had. I lived in the country, and that's what we had. Me and my sister would fight over the really, really long phone cord to put in our computers. And then, like, we'd get a phone call, and it would kick us off and we'd be so mad. And we used to go on Ventrilo, which is like Discord is now, you know, a talking service. And I was trying to talk to everybody, and everything they said would get to me like 5 minutes after. And then, of course, my response would be even later than that. How dare you fucking kick back at me? Ooh. Something to disenchant. Nice. I'm gonna have to sell stuff soon.
I need to get
So I was very
closer.
happy when eventually I got to high school and we moved and I was able to get DSL. Can't even imagine right now anyone playing on those kinds of conditions. But, you know, I came from the country. What can you do? It was like satellite. It was strange. Like on my street, at the beginning of my street, they had cable. And then, like, after my street, they had cable. We never had cable. And then we would always take our computers, like not even laptops, like our all-out computers, and have LAN parties at our different friends' houses. And we'd all, like, sit in the living room and play World of Warcraft together. We'd go up the street to my sister's friend Jordan's house, and we would all play World of Warcraft together and raid and stuff, and watch Spies Like Us over and over again, and like the Sex Pistol documentaries, and just like really like dumb shit. You know what I mean? But they're good times. And luckily, at the time, I worked at Walmart. 3 to like 11 or 10, something like that. We were a small town. We didn't have 24-hour Walmarts at the time. So we would literally, you know, stay up, go home after work, stay up all night, and then go and raid all night, and then go to sleep in the morning, and then get up and go to work. Sometimes we did actually like go out, but you know, what's more important? World of Warcraft was. I'm gonna say, what is everyone's favorite class? I'm gonna say, like I said, I always really liked casters because I, especially starting out, you don't really have the skills to know like how to control your threat and how much of a beating you can take before you die, stuff like that. So being able to be further back, and I like being able to do damage and still help everybody out. I did really enjoy my Shadow Priest, and that's what I'm leveling up with my other group with. So I'm going to enjoy playing that. And her name is Pretty and Punk. Nice.
It's too far
It's
away.
too far. I'm going to say, as far as races, I always really favored the undead. It's probably because they're one of the originals, and I think their racial abilities are really cool. Like, I love that we could just cannibalize things, so we don't have to find food, and I love that
I need to get closer.
we can breathe longer underwater, which make things a lot easier, especially when you're doing underwater quests. I was recently leveling up with a friend on here, and being able to breathe underwater for 10 minutes instead of just accidentally dying all the time was really nice. And the Will of the Forsaken, being able to snap out of charm, fear, or sleep, like, amazing. Like, A1. And I say, I haven't played any other races in a while. I used to really like the Blood Elves, and they were pretty good for casters, especially since you can like sap people's mana and stuff. That was pretty cool. But the undead will always have a place in my heart, and I've pretty much, since I've played, have mostly played on the Horde side. I just think they're really cool, to be honest. I don't, you know, I think that's also like, I started on the Horde side, so everyone I knew was on the Horde side, and it always seems like there's like some grand divide between Horde and Alliance players, and it makes sense because when you're on a PvP server, um, there's a lot of animosity just in general, but it seems like on RP servers it's really not as big of a deal. Oof. Go to the Dr. Gazelle. 6 feet apart, dude. But I think I did have 1 or 2 Alliance characters just to try them out. I think when Burning Crusade came out. But I never really got far with them. And I think it's just because all my friends were on Horde servers, you know? I used to be in a guild called Murder Inc. And it was a good mix of new players and old players. And everyone was on at all times of the day. We had a lot of Australian people. So it worked out well for me because, like I said, back in the day, I was working till 11 and I would get home and then I would play all night and then go to bed in the morning. So it worked out well. And I had a guild myself on one of my alts, and it was called I Love Nerds, or I Heart Nerds. Oh, stop killing all the things I nerd. And that was more for the extra bag space as there was anything else, to be honest. But that's where I'd have all my alts, and whenever I would get any mats for anything, I'd put them in there, and then we could all grab mats as we needed. I never raided with that guild. It was just more of like a casual guild. But I will tell you that I used to run instances all the time for mats and to bring my guild members through.
Need to target
I can't
something
tell you
first.
how many times I ran SFK. I'm not
I
at
need to
level
get
yet for it
closer.
now, but if it's classic, I can tell you probably to this day where every single character is, where you have to stand to pull, like everything. Being a mage is really nice because when you're of high level, you can just go in SFK and just arcane explode and pull everything and just like kill everything pretty much at once. You could do like the instances like half at a time. It was so nice. Interesting. It's probably, ooh, that must have been a crit. Um, it's probably one of my favorite instances ever to this day. And I did quite a lot, so. And it'll be nice getting to experience the instances and raids at a level
I'm out of range.
that I've never experienced them before because, like I said, when I hit 60, BC came out. So I was never able to, you know, raid Molten Core or anything like that for real. But as we were raiding at 70, we're like, let's go back and do all the old raids and get the pets because of course pets. When you're top level, besides raiding, you just do all the achievements. You know, sell a lot of things. You do anything, you know, to get equipment and titles and just
I
like
need a
dumb
target.
shit to like have fun with your friends, you know? Bam. Speaking of, oh no, he's at work. I got tricked. I thought for a second our friend Bert was on. Alright, where am I at? Nothing yet. Nothing. Oh, hey, buddy. Would you like some intellect? Thanks. What am I even doing right now? Oh, plain straight or kidneys. That's what I'm doing. I'm staying up past my bedtime. I gotta get up early. I've been trying to get on all day, but I've been awfully distracted. And I was like, I'm gonna play for an hour before I go to bed. And then my cat got on me, and I was like, oh no, but I can't leave because my cat. So I just sat here and pet my cat while on Discord with everybody. I'm gonna say I got off Discord because I was gonna go to bed. I was gonna be a good girl, and then I didn't. And they're all playing Stardew Valley at the moment, so oof. How fucking dare you?
Still recharging.
So I figured people wouldn't want to hear my friends talking about a completely different game while I streamed. I mean, maybe you do. I have that problem where literally we will just get in Discord and talk about anything, and then other people come in and talk about what they're doing, and it gets a little messy. But, you know, I'd rather do stuff with friends than without friends, because it's kind of boring. Give me your paws. Right. So I still need a tusk. Alright. I bet there'll be some by that tree, unless someone's killed them already. Is that a pet? Night Elf Hunter. Let me buff myself again. There we go. Come here, kitty kitty. To say I'm fairly new to streaming because I've never really had a computer available to do that. And I've 100% I'm just doing it so I could talk to
Far
myself.
away.
Because I do it all the time anyways. So I was like, why not? Gives me something to do. And I'm pretty sure I've been giving out like my Discord server information and my name on there. And yes. And I'm more than perfectly happy to play with people, even if I don't know them. We were playing Among Us the other day, and we were doing randoms. Like, some days you and your friends just have it and you're in the mood to play. And the other days, like, things are just going wrong. One day we were having, like, the worst, like, crew Among Us day ever. And I think everyone just had, like, major PMS, like, myself included. And we were finally like, all right, guys, like, we just need to be done, right? And we're like, we just need to get off. And I was like, okay, I need to do something to get in a good mood. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go do some randoms at Among Us. And I'm like, and I'm just going to troll, you know? And a couple people went with me. I lured them in. And we had the best time just trolling around. And... oh. And eventually someone from my chat just joined us. And we're like, who the hell are you? And I'm like, who cares? Let them play, you know? We've had a couple of times where that's happened. And a couple days ago, we didn't have enough people to do groups. So I was like, okay, let's just do randoms. And we would talk in Discord. Oh, hi, kitten. Hi, baby. Ooh. We'd talk in Discord while we were doing it. We wouldn't, like, cheat or help people out. Hi, baby. And we ended up playing with someone for like 3 or 4 hours. Hi, honey, you gotta get out of my way. I can't see. I can't see. I'm gonna die. Jesus Christ. My cat is gonna kill me. Oof. My mouse is all backwards. Jeez. There we go. And we made a new friend, which was nice. So, pretty excited about that. We probably played, like, I was meaning to go on for maybe an hour and hope that someone... see, I need raptors for that. But is that not the raptor I need? Like, and then we ended up playing for like 8 hours. Which happens quite often, if I'm to be honest. So my boyfriend's playing D&D in the other room, and I just hear him singing, "Secret Tunnel, Secret Tunnel." It's funny. Oh, hello, turtle. I did say I was going to go to bed after I did one quest, didn't I? Because that did not happen. I just feel like I need to do something before I go to bed. Eat it, turtle. Nice. So it's saying I could test the dried seeds there. I don't know if I hope that I have that quest. Otherwise, I'm gonna do this for no reason. Hello, turtle. Nice. I don't know what that did. Fisher plant. I don't know if I need to be picking these, but I am, and I can pick them. Don't tell me what to do. He's gonna eat my face. I just know it. I don't know. Back to Ratchet, I guess. I'm gonna be attacked as soon as I get out of water, I'm sure. Wow. I did it. The stagnant oasis. Okay, I have to go to the crossings for that. Alright, so I did 2 quests. Not good. Not bad, but pretty good for like having an hour, I think. I always feel like you can't get anything done in that amount of time, you know? I so miss having Blink and just being able to run through mobs. I really gotta check with my trainer and see when I get that. Oh wait, I forgot. I have a talent point to use. Frostbites. Improve Frost Nova. Gotta get it. Oof. Why'd I go that way? Because I'm distracted. Didn't even really look. I'm assuming that's what I'm doing because I want to get Shatter. But I definitely miss my Arcane. I miss them so much. I miss having Counterspell. Like, I know I'm not of level for it yet, but like the improved Counterspell, I miss it so bad. I was over in... Oh, God. In the Eastern Kingdoms by Brill, I think. Around the area where SFK is. And all the Darlaran wizards and stuff are so annoying without having Counterspell. Love how sarcastic people is.
Yo!
Is it this one? Yes. Thank you.
Be good!
Don't tell me what to do, motherfucker. Okay. We are literally wearing the same outfit. Come on, girl. It's my style first. Bye. Oh, I miss you, horse. I miss you. But almost like, without having it for such a long time, like, you
Hey
really
there! Just passing through?
appreciate having it. Like, really appreciate it. Alright. Let's go to the crossings.
Yo!
Let me just make sure
Glad I could help!
I don't have anywhere to hand anything else in. I see. So I have to go there. I think I'm just gonna go with the crossings today. See, like, that was definitely the Alliance.
Talk to me!
And if this had been on PvP server, they would have
Is
just
it real?
instantly killed me. I mean, I guess Ratchet and STV are meant to be kind of like a safe zone, but it's only safe in a very small smidgen of area, and that's it. Why, yes. I am drinking chocolate milk out of a beer mug. Thank you very much. Because I'm an adult and I do what I want. Hopefully the setup for this is pretty good. I put the camera over top of the map because I figured you guys didn't really have to see that. And it goes a little bit over my buffs, but I don't think that's a big deal. I thought it was important that if I partied with people, you'd be able to see, and that, you know, you could see who I'm attacking and all the spells I'm using and stuff. And I just thought it would be nice to have a face cam. But if you guys have a different opinion, feel free to let me know about my setup. I find with each game I have to change things up a little bit, so I can't have it the same way all the time. Yep. Going the wrong way, because of course I am. So I remember when flying mounts first came out and like what a huge deal they were, and then everyone being so sad when they couldn't use them back in the vanilla areas. They're like, why not?
The winds
It's just like
guide
it would
you.
just make everything so easy.
Ancestors watch over you.
Ancestors watch over you.
Greetings, traveler.
Yes, yes, yes. Oh. I need to dig up the eggs. Great. What I've always wanted to do. Dig up eggs. You know what? I don't really want that scroll of spirits. Don't really need that. Keep my spices. My pals can go away. I'm gonna save those so I can make deviant delights when I get my stuff back up, so I can be a pirate. Give it that. Bye bye. Didn't need any of these. Alright. So. So eventually, I'll be able to make bigger bags. I think all my alts right now only have 6 slot bags, but they work well enough. Those are pretty. Wouldn't mind having those, but I'm not gonna buy them because I'm cheap. Right.
Go in peace.
Go in peace, my dearies. Alright, I think the last thing I'm going to do before I sign off for the night is I'm going to go see if there's a fire somewhere and see if I can cook that clam. I think I have the recipe, but I'm not sure. Oh, one of the mods I also have. Is this considered a fire? I don't know. Let's give it a go. See if this works. I have clam meat and I need crawler meat. Oh, refreshing spring water.
Ah, I've been expecting you.
Have you? Lovely. Can I have only one? No. Lame. Okay.
Go in peace.
You're a friggin' swindler, sir. Oh. I shall make you. Got some. That's why I like fishing. Fishing really helps with getting up your cooking skill, and it's really nice for end game for a lot of good buffs that help you raid and stuff. And most importantly, you can make deviant delights if you find the recipe and become a pirate, which is all you really need in life. I mean, honestly. Am I right? I think so. Excellent.
Ah, I have just the thing
I don't
for you.
want to tell you about that. Alright, goodbye. Oh, how'd I get another
Walk
clam?
with the Earth Mother.
Oh no. I gotcha. For a second, I thought I had another fresh one, but I don't. Rejuvenation potion. When did I get that? Nice.
Hail.
Hail. Get the hail out of my way. Okay, I'm not going to sell that because I just paid money for it. I definitely would not make my money back. Goodbye, shirt. I'm going to keep my feathers. I think I'll just keep my stack of 20 because I don't think I'm going to need that. I don't know if I can cook with that yet. Goodness. Alright, well, I think
Wind
that's
be
all I'm
at
going to
your
do for today. I'm in the inn, which is important, so I can get my resting and I can level up faster. Alright, guys, thanks for joining me today. And I'll come back hopefully next time with a friend. Yeah. Alright. Have a good day. Bye.